We are live. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the 2023 CUC Masters live draw. This is where we take the teams that are in pots and put them into pools and shooting games. My name is Andrew Batchelor. I'm the competition director for this event, and this is my lovely assistant,
Alice Batchelor.
Yes, thank you very much. So without further ado, we're going to start with the open division, which is the most simple. And then we'll go on to the women's division, and we'll finish with the mixed division. That's the most complicated. So in the open division, we already have Richard and Associate as the top seed, Generic as the second seed, and now we will draw from pot one. There we go. We'll draw either Ensom or Dead Circus. The first team we draw will go A3. The second team we draw will go A4. So close your eyes, mix them up. Pick one, show it to the camera.
We have Dead Circus from Atlantic.
Dead Circus. All right, and that means open the last egg. Oh, just grab it. Okay, try not to do that again.
It was true. We have Ensom from Quebec.
Okay, and now for pot two, for the open division, we have Carbon and Armada. Mix them up, close your eyes.
We have Armada from BC.
All right, go ahead and open the last one and verify that it's correct.
So we have Carbon from Alberta.
Great. So that concludes the open division draw. I'll now move on to the women's division. Here we have a little bit more complication because we want to avoid too many teams from the same region, the same pool. In fact, we can avoid that altogether. What is it? Yes, thank you. We have 21 viewers. Excellent. All right, so right now for pot one, we'll draw into C1 and C2 from Sage and Old Garden. There are no restrictions on these two, so close your eyes, Alice.
It's already open.
Show it to the camera.
We have Sage from Quebec.
Sage. All right, and open the last one just to make sure we did this right.
What is it supposed to be?
It should be Old Garden from Alberta.
Old Garden from and we have Old Garden from Alberta.
All right, now the next pot we have a little bit more complicated. In pot two, we're going to have Macrame from Quebec, which cannot go into pot C. We have Prairie Sky from Manitoba. We have Sour from Atlantic, yeah. And we have Big Kids from BC, which cannot go into B2. So let me mix them up. Close your eyes. Let's go. Starting with D2, we're going to start at the end here. Come back this way. So D2, who do we have?
We have Sour from Atlantic.
Sour from Atlantic, thank you. Okay. Next, we're going into C2 unless we get the Macrame, and then Macrame will go here. C2 is, go ahead.
So why don't you just write Macrame?
Well, because Macrame might go here still. We'll see. We'll figure that out.
We have Big Kids from BC.
All right, show the camera. All right. So still macrame can go into either pot, so can prairie sky. Go ahead and mix it up, close your eyes and draw another one.
So whichever one this
Is going to go into B2. We're going into B2 next.
We have prairie sky from Manitoba.
All right, so let's open the last one and make sure it is macrame. That'll be going into A2. Show the camera, yes.
We have macrame from Quebec. E.
All right, thank you, Alice. So now we're going to do pot 3.
This one has 5.
Yes, put them in. Be gentle. We don't want them to open.
Oh, this one opens, but I'll close it.
Okay, close your eyes and mix them up. Before you draw, I'm going to announce the teams. Oh. Okay, we have Queen's P from Ontario, which cannot go with Stello. We have Lore from Ontario, which can't go with Stello.
We have Retro Rebels from Alberta,
which cannot go with Old Garden.
We have
Kazar
from Quebec.
Cannot go with macrame
And we
or
have
sage.
Cora from Saskatchewan.
We have Cora from Saskatchewan. Okay, so we're going to start left to right, but if we get to C3 and we haven't put Alberta in a pool, Retro Rebels in a pool, we'll put them over here. Sorry, we'll have to put them here. We can't put them because we can't have them over here. All right, so did you mix them up?
Mm-hmm.
Great, let's see the first one. For A3.
We have Kazar from Quebec.
So Kazar, because there's already a Quebec team in Pool A, we cannot put them there, so we'll skip to B and put Kazar here. All right, pull out the team.
I don't get why I have to close my eyes even if I can't see them and they're already mixed up.
Right.
Okay,
Just to
why?
help them make sure that they know we're not cheating. So show the camera what we got.
And we have Queen Peas from Ontario.
So Queen Peas cannot go in the pool with Stello, so they will go here. Queen Peas goes here.
In C.
That means that Retro Rebels are going to have to go here because Retro Rebels can't go there. So if we draw, we're going to draw for B3. Something open, so let's put it back together.
Why can't I just pick that one?
How about this? We might have peeked.
Well,
All right.
didn't. Well, we haven't.
What did
We have
get?
Retro Rebels
Great. Well, they had to go here anyway.
from Alberta.
Okay, so we're going to go D3 first.
We have Lore from Ontario.
Great. And open up the last one to make sure it says Cora.
So, okay. Oops. Okay. It says Cora from Saskatchewan.
Show the camera.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay. Let's just go a little slower from now on, please, Alice.
Okay.
Okay, with the last, that concludes the women's draw where we have all provincial diversity across the board. Alberta spread up.
And now
Ontario,
we have
Ontario,
and now we have
Quebec. Great.
And now we have mixed to the which is the most complicated.
Right. So we're going to start with pot 1. Pot 1 contains Forever Young and Notorious KWG. Mix them up. Close your eyes while you mix them. So first we're going to draw into game C. This is Forever Young or Notorious KWG. Let's see.
It is Notorious KWG from Ontario.
Okay, and open the next one.
The last one to make sure that it is the right one. I dropped it again.
Please don't drop them.
It's an accident.
All right, keep going.
we have Forever Young from BC.
Great. Okay, now before we do the next pot, I just want to explain what's going on.
Can I
Alice,
put
no,
that
just
in
leave them
this?
there for now. Just leave them there for now.
I'm getting ready.
So, because we have 6 teams from Alberta and 6 teams from Ontario, we don't want to have more than 2 from any region at a time, which means it's still perfectly fine to have a BC team or a BC team come into D2, as such as Happy Campers. We'll just then make sure that there are no BC teams further down. We're also going to avoid regional rematches in the seeding games, which won't guarantee that pools A, B, and C are regionally diverse. But I think it's more important to get regional diversity in our very first game. Yes,
So
Alice.
does that mean like if that means like if Atlantic was in one of these, then Atlantic can be in one of those.
That is exactly what it means. So right here we have BC Yop and or Yop in game B. So I don't want to put Happy Campers in game B. Okay. Also having Notorious KWG here, we don't want to put King Bear or Pandemonium here. All right, are we ready to draw, Alice?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start at this end and come back. So starting with D2.
Atlantic.
Mm-hmm. Be careful not to drop it.
We have King Bear from Ontario.
Great, show the camera. All right, next, draw the next one. So this one, if it's Pandemonium, we're gonna skip because we don't want to have 2 Ontario teams in the same pot. In the same game, sorry, I should say.
Penguin Village from Saskatchewan.
All right, we can draw the next one. We know that Happy Campers can't go with Yop, so Happy Campers is gonna have to go there. That's fine. And then that'll have to be Pandemonium here. So let's just open them
So
up.
which one are we drawing for?
It doesn't matter because we know where they're gonna go. We're just showing that
This is
they're
Happy
complete.
Campers.
Happy Campers is gonna go here. Show the camera.
From Happy Campers from BC. Dad.
Yeah, open the last one. I don't know what you mean. But this for 12 here. Pandemonium is the last team.
That's what I'm doing. Like I open it, then I put it here, and then I read it from the screen. I could just look at the screen to read.
Yes, you can read it off the screen.
Yeah.
All right. Now we are going into the third pot, which is game D, game E, game F, and D3. There are no restrictions on these because there's no opponents in there, and there's no restrictions here yet because we have regional diversity. So
But if somebody from Saskatchewan goes here, then there can't be Saskatchewan there.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But we don't have anybody in these
Thank
games
you.
yet, so we'll
Thank
bring
you.
them in one at a time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice. Okay, let's pull them one at a time, starting with game D. We'll go back this way in the snake format.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Yes, please. Pull one.
We have Flo from Ontario.
All right, next into game E.
We have from Alberta, Rogue Hippo.
Rogue Hippo. Great. Thank you. Next into pot F, or game F, sorry. Pot F, go ahead, draw a team.
Game F.
Game F, yes.
WC.
Show the camera.
LB4. We have Granny Smith from BC.
There you go. And the last team going into D3, we should find Flamand Rose. Upside down.
Flamand Rose from Quebec.
Great. All right, let's pull out the last group. So, pot 4 here is going to contain Forever Too Young, Wine Club, Old Growth, Elder, and Firefly. We can't have an Ontario team here, a BC team here, and we can't have 2 Ontario or 2 BC in this spot. So let's start with D4.
Sorry. So we Wine Club from Ontario.
All right. Okay. Coming across, let's go into this one. This can't be a BC team into here. If it is a BC team, we'll move them into F.
It's
into
Old
E, sorry.
Growth.
Old Growth.
Old
So
Growth.
Old Growth can't be an F, so we'll put Old Growth in game E. Okay, we still have an Ontario team left, and they can't go here or here, so Elder will have to come here, and which means if we're drawing a BC team, we'll put them here first. If it's Elder, we'll put them there.
It's BC. Forever Too Young.
So Forever Too Young is going to come here. All right, and pull out one of the last 2 teams.
Where can this not go?
So if it's Elder, it has to go here because there's already 2 Ontario there.
It's Firefly.
And so Firefly has to go here.
From Manitoba.
All right, I'm pulling the last one. Verify that it's Elder. Thank you, Alice.
Feels like something's in there. There's a paper. It is Elder from Ontario.
Great. Show the camera. All right. So, yes, we've done all the draws. Thank you, Alice. You can go if you'd like. If anybody would like to ask any questions, now is the time.
You can ask them in the comment section below.
Yeah, in the live chat. In the meantime, I'm going to update the schedules. I'm going to decide on the streaming schedule, and hopefully I'll have everything published and sent out to the teams. Yeah, I'll send out everything hopefully by tomorrow. So tomorrow evening at the latest. You're very welcome, Alan. All right. If there's no more questions, then I'm going to end the stream. Yes. Yeah, just more thank yous. Good. You want to say goodbye?
Bye. I hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Oh, question from Carlos. You're good, Alice. Is the schedule style confirmed and no more changes? Yes, the competition committee has confirmed the format for the 17-team schedule. I know Carlos is a mixed team, so yeah, it's not changing, and I'm just going to slot the teams in as is. Some of the time slots, some of the divisions might, the pools might swap around just to accommodate the live stream. I know Pool D is not going to be switched around because they're the least flexible. They have to fit in very nicely. So, yeah, and thank you, everyone, and see you in Kelowna.